Hi, this is Freya with another edition of How to Sing That Song. Today I'm really excited about doing a song that I think right now must be one of the most covered songs on YouTube, Hello by Adele. I think it's a really great song, but the greatest thing about it, I think, is the story. And that's really one of the main things I want to talk about today is that whenever you sing a song and you hear all these covers and you hear so many people with awesome voices, but the most important thing to me is that you really find a meaning in the story for you. Don't just sing the song and try to sound pretty only. It's so important to have a meaning behind this, and then it'll do so much with your voice. Your voice will sound so much fuller. You'll have so much more colors, so many more colors, if you just let the meaning through. And first of all, it has to mean something to you personally, and then you can convey that to your audience. So let's get started with the song. Now the beginning starts very low intensity as far as volume goes. However, there's actually a very high intensity behind that. And what's really important is that I think it's cool if you make it your own style and you don't copy it 100%. Don't copy every single note here. I think it's cool if you do a few things that are your own. So after the intro, hello, it's me. I was wondering if after all these years you'd like to me to go over everything. They say that time's supposed to heal ya, but I ain't done much healing. So let's do it to here. So what's really important, I think, is that you don't just think, okay, I'm just going to sing these words now, but really have it, let the meaning shine through. And even though it's low, it's very much like very bleak, very dark, and very hopeless, kind of. It's like reminiscent of the past, which is no more. So just by having this expression on your face, I think that's already going to help a lot. If you get into this mindset of even in the intro already, the intro is always, it's like a movie is playing, and this intro already reflects your thoughts. So it's like, and your breath reflects the same. Hello. Like she's speaking in her mind to someone. She's not actually literally speaking to someone, but it's just kind of like, okay, what if I could talk to you right now? Hello from the past, somebody. Do you remember all this? And she's actually kind of talking to the self. It's me. It's like, do you remember me? I was wondering if after all these years I'd like to meet to go over everything. It's kind of like hard to say it all. But while you're singing low, it's not breathy, and it's not very, the vocal cords don't close very tightly. It's not like, hello, it's me. It's too much. It's too much voice. It's too much pitch. It needs to be more talk and less pitch. So it's more like, hello, breathing, it's me. I was wondering if after all these years I'd like to meet. It's more like I'm speaking. It's like very much to go over everything. They say that time's supposed to heal ya, but I ain't done much healing. And then it goes again. Hello, hello, hello. I'm in California dreaming about who we used to be when we were younger. And then it goes on, And then the next thing is, when it goes up here, there's such a difference between us and a million miles. Again, don't try to do it 100% like Adele or like anybody else. Just try to find the meaning in it and make your own thing out of it. And then it's going to be really authentic and nice, and just do what's good in your voice. So now comes the chorus, and you can do it in different ways. Like she really belts it out there, and because I guess she sees it like, it's like, okay, I gotta scream this out now. Hello to the other side. It's like, do you hear me? Out there, somebody, do you hear me from the past? It's like, it's so far away that she needs to scream it, yell it out. You can also do it more intimate. You could do it kind of like, hello from the other side. I've actually heard a version like that. I think Selena Gomez or something. You could do that. Just however you interpret this. And there's not really a right or wrong here. You know, as long as you have a reason for it, you could do it. Now let's talk about the version in which you belt it out. And here it's really important to really do it from the heart. Breathe, as far as technique goes, breathe very deeply and support. I say it all the time, like for high belted out pitches, it's like so important to have good support. Like expand those ribs, breathe in, and then hold that air so it doesn't just flop out there. Hello from the other side. I must have called 1,000 times. And now here comes this high part. It's actually an E flat in the original. Now, if you can't hit that in your chest voice or in belting, it's totally fine. And as a matter of fact, Adele doesn't most of the time belt that high either. She goes into kind of a mixed, heady, breathy sound for a really short time, and then she comes right back like this. To tell you I'm sorry for everything that I've done, but when I call you never seem to be home. So you could do it that way. Or you could try to belt it all out. Let's try that. Now what's really important is that you really connect that top note. So don't just see it as detached from all the rest. It's important that you make a phrase. It's like, I must have called 1,000 times to tell you I'm sorry for everything that I've done, but when I call you, so it needs to be really connected. I must have called 1,000 times to tell you I'm sorry for everything that I've done, but when I call you never seem to be home. So for me, however you want to do it, whatever your strengths are, I like the version better in which you're a little softer because it doesn't seem so pushed and desperate. It's desperate, but it's not like vocally desperate. So however you want to do it, let's do it again in slow motion, and let's talk about if you do that version in which you shift registers, when to do it. So at first, full belting. Hello from the other side. I must have called 1,000 times. And now, breathe. To breath, that's chest voice. To tell, very light. And think of like, la 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 la, like a little girl. To tell you so it's really hard. It shifts right back and forth. To tell you I'm sorry. So it's like every other note is soft and every other note is belted. To tell you I'm sorry. So what you might want to do is just really practice that back and forth. I would do it slowly at first, and then the more comfortable you get with the shifting back and forth, the more you can speed it up. So don't start too quickly. And then as we go on, there's another spot where it happens like this. Hello from the outside. At least I can say that I've tried to tell you I'm sorry for breaking your heart, but it don't matter. It clearly doesn't tear you apart anymore. So this is the main issue here with this song is, first of all, these low parts that they're telling the story. And then second of all, those shifting back and forth registers. But really, if you practice it slowly and then speed it up, you need to be comfortable with it. And once you can do it, it opens up a whole world of possibilities singing some songs, because it's a very prevalent style in nowadays pop music, is to change registers and to be a little breathy on the top instead of trying to be extremely loud. So basically, these are the issues with this song. So the second verse, I'm not going to do the whole thing, but it's, again, you need to shift. You need to shift moods. It's like from this, hello, oh my goodness. Yeah, then it goes back into something more reminiscing again. Hello, how are you? It's so typical of me to talk about myself. I'm sorry. I hope that you're well. You're talking to this person. Did you ever make it out of that town where nothing ever happened? It's no secret that the both of us are running out of time. And now again here, the way you want to do this, you could either do it just kind of like Adele's doing it, a lot of little embellishments. You could do it with a lot less embellishments, and it makes it less complicated. And if that's your style, you could just simplify it, and I think it's just fine as long as you stay in the mood. Hello, how are you? It's so typical of me to talk about myself. I'm sorry. I hope that you're well. Did you ever make it out of that town where nothing ever happened? It's no secret that the both of us are running out of time. So you could do it that way too. You don't have to do it 100% alike. I think it's always, you should make your own thing out of it. Otherwise, everybody's going to think, he or she doesn't sound exactly like Adele. It needs to be awesome. It needs to just be you and in your own awesomeness. So hope this helps you a little bit with if you want to sing this song, and it surely is a really great song. Make sure you check back on Friday for my singing tip. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. I upload new singing tips every Friday and a how to sing that song video on Tuesday. And also I have performance videos of myself and different stuff. So hope I have a wonderful day. Always keep on singing and always keep a song in your heart. Have a wonderful day. Bye.